Hey, Cyber, welcome. Merry Christmas to you too. I'm glad you made it. How you doing today? Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Testing the sound. 1 2 1 2 testing. Testing. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Is it clear? Nice. Christmas dinner, yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much. Well, anyway, I'm so glad you had a very good time. Thank you. So you had a good moment. Here in Mexico City was raining there all day long, and I was just spending time with my little doggies. Just chilling a little bit. It's really nice. So yeah, glad you made it. So yeah, today is a little Christmas special. I wanted to broadcast on the 23rd, but unfortunately there was some issues with my computer, so I couldn't make it. But yeah, so here we are. We're going back to do some stage making, a little bit chilling as always, you know. But I'm just glad you made it. And I guess there you go, there he is. There's a big boy coming up. So yeah, as I was mentioning, I would like to have a little hang around in the voice chat if you want. So yeah, we can try and see what we can have. Cyber, perhaps you would like to join us. I mean, I don't know if you can, but if you'd like to join us for a little, you know, more like a voice chat. Yeah, so I want to give a go. I want to try this time using the audio and so have a little conversation out there. Do you use Discord, Cyber? Alright, let me do a quick test. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Allow. There you go. I hope they don't have a double sound because I'm using both of them. But yeah, alright, sure. You can join us. We have a little server, and we use sometimes for some work. And I will put it here in the chat room, so maybe you can come and drop by. Give me a little moment. The Thundercade. I am a moron. I would say I am a real moron. I don't know how to make invitations to a server. Alright, fair enough. Okay, sure. If you don't want to join us, fine. But hey, Herbie, come over here and let's have a little talk here. Fair enough, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Just waiting for Herbie boy here, so we can have a little conversation here. Alright, so yeah, he will be coming soon. It's going to be in the Thundercade, so just come over here. Alright, so getting some water. I also should get him some water. Well, I have already water. I will prepare everything before we started. I hope Rainy also come and join us, you know, the typical clan. So yeah, as of lately, as I wanted to do a little bit more engagement with people. I was working a little bit more on having to put a little bit more on, like, polls or something regarding Streets of Rage or other beat 'em ups. Okay. Let's see what can we do. Don't worry about it. I mean, if you don't feel comfortable, fair enough. It's okay. But if you want to chill with us, it's all completely good. Don't worry about it. You know what? This background works pretty well for the idea. I mean, for the concept of the amusement park. Because once again, this is based in Coney Island, so maybe this could be a good background. And of course, we will have the Ferris wheel, which is important because it's based on that. But I would just put some bright color to make it look a little bit more, a little bit more Final Fight-ish CPS1. This also looks pretty good. There you go. Let's see. Testing.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there. Yes. There you go. How you doing, big boy?
I'm doing alright.
Alright.
Good day today.
Excellent. So yeah, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Cyber to 21 who is watching this.
Yeah, of course. Merry Christmas to all.
Alright. So yeah, we are finally having this gather round. We want to go and chill a little bit. So yeah, I'm trying to see which other resources I'm going to be using for Final Fight.
So you're still doing like the Carnival Street, right?
Yeah, Carnival Street, still based a little bit with some of the stages based on Coney Island, but like place, the kind of this environment stuff.
I actually started working on something new today.
Oh, is that so? What was it?
It's like a little bit of a casino stand.
Oh, casino. Alright, color me interesting. I will put on the volume so I can hear you guys clearly.
Oh, did you?
I put down I put down the music on the background, so because it's gonna be talking more, so yeah, it's a lot better.
I'm just working on this custom slot machine,
Ooh.
like Streets of Rage style.
Interesting.
I'll send you that in just a little bit. I can just like mess around with the colors right now.
Nice. Let's see what can you come up with. I'm looking forward to see what's going on. Right, so let's continue with a little bit extra. I mean, the last time we were working with the ice cream bit, I guess it looks fine as it is. We have the look of this. Let me see. I gotta get again a little bits of the dump area. More as just like a little division. Let me see. This could be the right size. There it is. There's just to make a little divide on the streets. There you go. So tell me, how was your Christmas Eve, your holiday in general?
Mine went pretty good. It was mostly just chill, spend some time with the family. Got some presents, went out for like lunch/dinner, I guess.
Oh, nice. And they said you got some vinyls.
Yeah, I did.
And
you into vinyls at all?
Of course. Oh man, I mean, I am a kid of the 80s. Come on, what do you think? I grew up with those things. I grew up with those things. Actually, that was I mean, the first music collection I had actually were vinyls. Well, not like a collection, but like my first music items were vinyls, actually. And I remember the first one I bought was the Violator from by Depeche Mode.
Oh, nice.
Oh fuck yeah, it's more than nice. Those albums are fantastic. So yeah, I got it was Violator on Depeche Mode. No, yeah, the Violator for Depeche Mode, and then a few months later, got me Disintegration by The Cure. So yeah, that time I had very good stuff.
It's like one of the problems I have with vinyl collecting now is like all the bands. I feel like all the bands that I like or the artists that I like, their stuff is either really rare or just really expensive. But then like you go to the record stores, you know, and then they got all these records. Like who cares about these? It's just like you know that there's some records from like all those years ago that were popular back then, but no one gives a damn about anymore.
Yeah, it does happen. It does happen. It does happen. A lot of people, well, because the point is that a lot of this new generations don't value the music, or they just get an MP3. I mean, they don't understand how valuable actual vinyls can be, right?
Well, I think that vinyl is actually making a somewhat of a comeback with the younger generation.
And of course, a lot of them are starting to learn a little bit more about the DJ culture, or start to, to actually get into more proper music, to have the original sound. It might not have the same quality of MP3, or of any digital recording, but it has a nice touch. It has a very nice vibe from that. That I believe that's something that it's been missing in some way, or a lot of sometimes it's just the I put it like a way to say for it, like what could be the equivalence? Imagine that you wanted to read a book, right? I mean, now we have a lot of options to be reading digital stuff with Kindle and stuff like this, but it doesn't really feel the same as actually read a proper novel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's the same way with music.
Exactly. There are some certain elements that it feels much better when you read them on. No, this not. When you read them on proper on a proper book, and actually have your collection of books hanging on, in a bookshelf. That feels so good. I mean, I don't think it beats. I mean, the Kindle Kindle as much practical it can be, it never would beat the feeling of have a book and sitting down in a nice place and chill. At least,
yeah, I think it's just like something about having something physical on you.
Yeah,
it gives you like that feeling.
Yeah, indeed. And for example, I feel kind of very upset when, I had a very nice collection of books when I was living in China, but then when pandemic went, I mean, before the pandemic came out, and then I had to leave the country, and a lot of my stuff got stuck out there. I lost them, so I was feeling not so happy.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it did. It did suck. It did suck a lot, but oh well, that's life, right? But still, I mean, got that, and then, well, I started to try to get some books, but at least I had for about 200 books saved. I mean, collected. All gone.
In physical books?
Physical, yeah, that I left in China. And probably they're gone somewhere. So, no. Yes, doesn't feel that good to lose them all, but Well, what can I say?
Yeah, shit happens.
Yeah, I'm trying to recover a couple of these ones. I mean, some other new bugs and stuff. Yeah, for example, like Cyberson, like he had a Kindle but never really used it. So do you prefer to actually read a proper novel, or I mean, as in a book? Well, let's see. In the meanwhile, let me get me. I want to get another little business for the shop. This could work for other. I'm seeing this. Yeah, I see. The shop, this one, no. The good thing about all these shops is if you know how to use the proper colors and tones, you can make it look like a Capcom game, like a CPS one. Let me see. I'm gonna use this. But anyway, I look forward to see how you come up with. But no blue light. Yeah, this is what I mean, that it's sometimes not as comfortable. I wonder if Rainy will become up tonight. Usually,
I'm sure he'll get in at some point.
You bet. I mean, today is not particularly late.
Yeah, but it's also, I mean, you could be doing like Christmas stuff still.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. You know, probably being hanging around with family. Today we had the little, in the same place that we had the Christmas dinner. They were having the, in Mexico we call it recalentados. It's reheating food. Rusos. This is the typical thing we used to do, but it's in the same place. And I was like, I don't like to be on the same place for too long or twice. You know what I mean? I mean, they are these are the relatives of my brother-in-law, and then almost every year, every big festivity, we spend it there. But I'm kind of an introvert, so I cannot be in a place for twice in a very short time, in a short span. I get annoyed.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah, it happens, but still, it was a pretty nice. It was a nice dinner with relatives and stuff. It was good. It was good. Now tonight we prepare some delicious hot chocolate, Mexican style hot chocolate. Man, that hit the spot. I told you, because here, I mean, probably it's not as cold as there as where you at right now, but
yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, but it's still pretty cold here. It's still pretty cold.
What's the temperature there right now?
Well, it's in centigrade. We are right now at 5 degrees. It's not as cold, but I mean, once again, considering the differences when you guys are. But it's still pretty cold for our standards. Trust me.
I mean, yeah, for your climate, I suppose.
Yeah, for the climate here, it is pretty cold. Trust me on that. But still, I mean, it's enjoyable. I mean, if you make me choose hot weather or cool weather, I stick with cold weather. A lot of people don't prefer more something hotter, but not me. I rather prefer something colder. And even though, and it's funny because a lot of the places that I have lived in China or in other places, it's been hot, as in really, really, really hot. But yeah, no, I don't know why I still prefer the cold weather. I can adapt it pretty well for any weather in general, but yeah, I still prefer cold weather. Let's see. Do you?
Yeah, I don't really mind the cold weather as much, but it gets bitter sometimes.
All right. So Cyber is asking us if there's a Jack in the Box in Mexico City. Not sure if they have the Jack in the Box in some place, because some of these have some import shops. That they get introduced in the area and stuff. But I don't think it is. I mean, of course, was in Tokyo. There was a Jack in the Box in Tokyo, and it was good. So the Jack in the Box in Tokyo was pretty chill. They had very very delicious food. And
there aren't any Jack in the Boxes where I'm at either. I think I got one when I was in California before, though.
So yeah, I guess this is in the area of I mean, in the States probably more down south, or a little bit on
like Southwest maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because it's not exactly. I guess there are very few places outside the U.S. that there's Jack in the Box. But
yeah, I wouldn't really know. I'm not too familiar with Jack in the Box.
But now you are familiar with Whack Arnold's. Man, I still couldn't believe it that you didn't know Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I guess I didn't.
Well, I'm so glad they were in Japan. Yeah, they had one in Tokyo. Yeah, but Dave Chappelle was pretty cool. I mean, this comes because one of the references that we were using for it was for DC, right? The Infiltrators. We were trying to figure out I want to avoid using real life trademarks, right? So I want to keep it kind of like in GTA, that you make something a little bit more, like, yeah, it looks like it, but it's not it. And then we came up with we said, what can we use? So there was in the Chappelle show, there had this restaurant called Whack Arnold's, which is of course a blatant copy of McDonald's. So yes, it was pretty cool, and I was still surprised that you didn't get to know the Chappelle show. But well, now I introduce you with a piece of heritage culture. And even me that I ain't American, I enjoy the fuck out of it.
That was a pretty funny one. You sent me the clip for that.
Yeah, of course. Because you were like, no, what is that about? Oh, you don't know. What is this about? Come here. You gotta get a good listen to this. And yeah, it was pretty funny. And then, yeah, he has very good skits. They had, of course, Rick James, the typical one. Who was the one who made Chappelle pretty famous. And then there was, what else they had? I mean, of course, they had the Prince. When when Chappelle personifies Purple Rain himself. It was pretty nice. That was pretty cool, pretty funny. So yeah, we keep working right now on this beauty. As you may see right now, I want to keep the same warriors like vibes of the 70s, 80s. I don't know. When I watched the movie for the first time, I never expected that the environment that in those places in the 70s were so, I don't know. I mean, they have a very I don't even know how to describe it, but it has a very somber environment. It was very dilapidated. Like that. Then I don't know. I never been in the States, as you may know, and I know you guys got shocked by that. But when I was like I mean, when I see other pictures with a more modern New York City, it's like, no, it doesn't look like that anymore. No, it's not more modern, more taken care of. And I mean, so for example, like the environment they used in Liberty City on Grand Theft Auto, right, in GTA. So they put more. I mean, it looks more like a little bit more modern New York City, and definitely doesn't have the same dilapidated vibe that it had in the other games. But yeah, it's interesting. It's pretty interesting, all this, how these things work. So what you been up to, guys? Tell me what you guys do been up to. Share with Uncle Vector, and let's talk.
I'm gonna show you a little bit of what I'll send you it in a little bit. I'm working on a little something right now I want to show you too.
Right. Looking forward to it. So yeah, and Cyber today is pretty quiet. So how was your Christmas experience today, Cyber? And for the other guys who are in the chat room, welcome to the chat room. Feel free to leave your comments or whatever you want to talk to. We're going to be here for a little while. I tried making a Norton mod in Remake, and it looked horrible. You mean Russian Beat, Norton? Alright, let's see. We'll continue doing this. Yeah, my boy Rick. So it doesn't look good. Why do you think it doesn't look good? Perhaps if you let us take a look-see, maybe we can see what can we do about it. You know, this is one of the perks of being with us. Oh, look, I didn't notice they have this little dividing thing, you know, like little very thin bits to divide this. Looks pretty good. I could use this, but I might use this in some parts. Looks good. I will use another bit of Final Fight. The sprites don't go with the animation very well. They look very fussy. Did you try to follow up the same format, or check out the control points? Perhaps that might be the difference. Hey, Dan! There he is, big boy. How you doing? There he is. Mr. Adam Hunter himself. Wow, you didn't know that he did a very nice cosplay of Adam?
Is that just recent?
Yeah, he put it in his social media. He got the looks of Adam Hunter in his Streets of Rage 4 outfit. He looks pretty good. I'm new modding, so I have no idea. I used the FPG editor application. Alright, yeah, it's actually, even myself, I don't know how to use the FPG. I mean, I cannot do this, I cannot do that consistently, as in custom enemies. I mean, make the FPG to custom enemies. I even cannot do it myself, but yeah, I can relate.
Yeah, I've attempted to do the FPGs before, but it's time consuming to like get the sprites and everything, and like to get the noise on there.
I figure as much. Yeah, I couldn't. I personally, I would like to have someone like Natty teaching me how to do that, but you know, I have to wait
She's good at it.
I know she's amazing. I also want to Sir to teach me that, but well, you know, the language barrier would be probably would be a problem. But also he's great. I mean, because I mean he did all the edits for Streets of Camarocho, and he did it pretty well. But I I don't know if I would be able to make it, to be honest. I want to give it a go though. I want to give it a go. I want to see how can I come up with. I'm in the purgatory. That's his Christmas dinner cooking. There you go. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Wanna come over for a little talk, then? We're gonna be broadcasting live. As you can see, we have here Big Boy coming up on the microphones with me. Wanna come over and join us?
Yeah, join in the call.
Yeah, come on. We're on the syndicate. So you can come over and have a little chat with us. The more the merrier. Let's see, because I see that Cyber is way too shy to come and join us. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like my voice is a more melodic thing. But yeah, it's okay. You just come and have a little chat with us. It's not really a big deal.
I mean, if people don't want to talk, I mean, that's all good.
Yeah, alright, it's okay. But, well, I guess he feels more comfortable just chilling in the forums. Yeah, or, well,
yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, sure. Or you know what? Add me on my. I'm gonna put my channel on the chat room. Or I mean my personal channel, and then we can work there, because definitely the best way to work is by Discord. I still believe this is one of the best tools for. Is it one of the best tools for game development, even for something as simple as sprite stuff? Is definitely the most comfortable. All right, so Mr. Dinson, I'm away from the laptop at the moment, but we have to finish up here. Yeah, sure, definitely. All right, so Cyber, I put in here in the chat room. I put my link directly as it is. Just look me up at this, and I will add you, and then see I can find you. I can invite you to the servers to come chill with you. Well, to chill with us. Don't be shy. We don't bite. Hard. Eh? What? No, I didn't say anything.
Whoa.
Yeah. We have to keep them family friendly. Yeah, this is a family show. Yeah, they still have to be keeping a family show.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, man, we've done a shitload of bloopers in the last transmission. I'm so surprised nobody reported this. Well, anyway, I'm still an asshole anyway. Who cares? Right. So yeah, it's now I'm going to do another food stall, and I guess the thing about these parts is that more than games or stuff, I guess this area is more full of food stalls than any other bit. And then probably we'll be having the games or gift servers. I'm just going around to implementing it on this virtualized server. Oh, okay, that could work as well. Yeah, right now it was just because it's one of the things we have closer. We're just in the Sunday case, but yeah, whatever works is fine.
Wait, so are we making a new server?
No, no. Right now, I guess by now we are okay with this. I love Discord. I wish they had implemented the forum feature a long time ago. Ah, the forum. That could the forum thing definitely could be a good thing. Especially when we want to preserve the knowledge that we put on the forums. This is one of the things definitely we want to have, right? Yeah, because I guess I don't think those the forums are gonna be lasting forever.
Well, they've been around for a while.
12 years.
Yeah.
12 years. No more than 12 years, definitely. Yeah,
that's a while for the internet.
Quite a while. I mean, taking in note that many of these communities, many communities just died. This still remains a lot. It's still working because I mean, once again, SORmaker is still pretty niche, and I guess that's the reason, because it's a very niche community. I mean, in the beat 'em up stuff, a lot of people knows it, but it's not like widely well known.
Well, it's like a small community, but we're still keeping it alive.
Yeah, sure. We still do, and right damn straight we do. I mean, you see the stuff we keep doing even to this date, right?
Yeah, I mean, even like just recently looking, still a lot of mods have come out, like the Rudra Nightfall.
Rudra's Nightfall is sexy, man. Really. I mean, for those who haven't played it, guys, go get it. It's really, it's one of the best experiences you guys can get. I mean, especially with all the creative style that Onyx happened to implement. Is without a question one of the biggest assets. It's a great work.
Also, did you happen to see that Rain posted like a Christmas Eve mod that he made in a day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you get a chance to play that?
No, I didn't. Saying that, man. Did you send me the invite, Cyber? Try it again. Let me see pendings. I have no pending invites. Try it again. We'll put it again. This is weird.
You might have to create a new invite.
There you go. I put the link again in the chat. Yeah. Well, anyways, still working on this. Okay.
Here, I want to send you something that I've been working on.
Okay, sure. Let me take a quick look.
Just a little prop sort of thing that I made for a stage. It looks pretty nice though.
I'm looking forward to it. Let me see. All right. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're gonna open up the pause image. There you go. Nice. Some slot machine. Man, this one in Hunter will look fantastic as breakables. This one in Hunter will.
Oh yeah, for the Vega stages.
Yeah, they could be as breakables, and then they will be looking good. Of course, these are not animated, are they?
Not yet.
Yeah, but yeah, you could use like you could use the arcades or the eggs. Those are the ones the breakables. Shit. I mean, does it have the same, even the spaces and everything? This is pretty weird. Or maybe, Herbie, you can try to put your own link, Herbs, and put in the chat room. See if he can join us. I mean, you can just add him.
My Discord account?
Yeah, your Discord. See if he can get it that way, because it's pretty strange that he cannot get it. Let me just lower the volume so it could be better. Yeah, I guess more comfortable. The code is the same. That's my regular. This code is for my personal. It's not a server. It's my personal Discord, just as a friend request. And so there's a Herbs.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to put it in as a server instead of the.
No, this ain't a server. This ain't a server, Cyber. This is our friend request.
Yeah, let's just go to the add friend section in Discord.
I
don't know if you're on mobile or PC.
Yeah, it should be like that.
Probably the same
Should
way.
be. Should be, but oh well. Let me take a look. See anyway. But anyway, let's see if we can get Din coming up and joining us for a little, a little debauchery here with us. It's fun. It's a really nice way to have a little Christmas downtime. So I was listening recently, a YouTuber who was making an appreciation video of all the Yakuza composers, and yeah, it was beautiful. It was pretty nice. And I still believe...
And Yakuza has some great music.
If not one of the best, it's still one of my top 5 soundtracks of all time. It still sticks on one of my all-time soundtracks. I mean, music is so, I don't know, stylish. So it has a lot of he's very ambiental. He has a very strong ambience. And yeah, this is one I still sticks as one of my personal favorites. And I put this one, which is 36 String Nocturne, which is very Christmassy. Because of course we still have to keep the merry feeling.
Yeah, you gotta keep the Christmas vibe going.
Of course, that's me, man. I'm all about the environment.
I'm still kind of gonna be in Christmas mode till New Year's, because that's when I'm going to visit extended family out of town.
Alright.
So I'll still kind of be in Christmas mode till then.
Yeah, Mexico City is almost the same thing. I mean, Mexico City, we always have the Christmas. I mean, the full holidays actually comes for us Mexican. Hey, there you go. There he is, the Rains. Rainy, come on, plug on your microphone. Come over and join us. We are in the Syndicate voice chat, so come over and chat. There he is. He's the big man himself. Merry Christmas to you. I knew he would come. Of course he would come.
He's already in the server, right? I think
Yeah, he's already on the Syndicate. So you just go to the voice chat, the Violent... what is the name of that?
Violent Talking.
Violent Talking. We are not so violent though. But yeah, come.
Violent Talking, that sounds like some...
It's violent breathing, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say it sounds like some hate form or something.
Yeah, like you're speaking,
talking.
like talking shit all the time. Probably. Well, you could actually.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, you could. Well, let's see if the big boy come over here and have a little talk. Yeah, just chill with us.
Yeah, come and chill for a while. More the merrier for Christmas.
Aye. This is going to be alright. So this is all chicken. We already have chicken. We already have burgers and hot dogs. We have ice cream. Which other food you will find in a carnival place, people, that you will be selling?
Maybe like cotton candy.
But I get stay. What do you mean would I get stay? I said I would love to.
You mean can't stay?
I don't know. And I thought I was the one speaking back broken English. I'm an asshole myself, but yeah. Oh, cotton candy. There you go. Okay. But it's gonna be like a big shop just dedicated for cotton candy. That could be more for like a little stall. Oh, I know what it could be. Corn dogs. Yeah. Sausages and corn dogs.
Wasn't there one for corn dogs earlier?
No, the
Was that hot dogs?
Yeah, it's a hot dog. I'm using the Final Fight 3 one.
I
Caramel candy apples, right? Yeah, Din has it as well. Fried ice cream.
Candy store, maybe.
Yeah, it could be candy. But it has a Coca-Cola, you know, it has to be more like food, yeah. Caramel candy campbells. It could be like candy. Alright, let's do the candy shop, fuck it. Also still sponsored by Coca-Cola. Alright. Alright, so let's do a magic expansion. This is not a full black. It is. Fuck this. I hate full blacks. When you're working a lot on Streets of Rage mods, you get to hate those pure black elements because those are the ones who makes transparency. Man, I hate them. Man, I hate them.
They're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, especially you build up a stage and then you're like, damn, what happened? And then you just see the full transparency. Oh, fuck, I forgot this. Alright, it could be
it's usually a decently easy fix, though.
Yeah, it is. I mean, in general, it is a very easy fix, but still very annoying. Alright, let's put some... I will still put the textures there, so I'll just put them like you get a color. We'll put something green in the middle. Yeah, but it's still a very pain in the ass. I still find it very annoying. Alright, so I hope... But what do you mean with... I get stay, Rainy? Because I couldn't understand.
I think that he just mistyped, probably.
Probably.
I don't know.
He couldn't stay.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, but yeah. So let's do some little effects here, you know, like broken stuff. So how's that stage of the back alley that you were making? Oh, he can't stay. Oh, just stay here for a little while. You don't have to stay for too long. Just come and talk a little bit with us.
Yeah, you can stop in for like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, just come. And you're one of the family here. You're one of the Uncle Vector family. So how do you like this new format that I am trying to do in my page? You know, like asking questions regarding beat 'em ups or playable characters. You liking that?
Yeah. Well, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, just to see that sometimes.
The audience.
Because sometimes I just wonder. I mean, I mean sometimes I cannot do. Bro. Yeah, sure. All right, you can come over later. Sure. Because sometimes I don't know when I would be able to do a stream, and sometimes I don't know if I should play, or if I should make a stage, or you know, sometimes I have a lot of work to do, you know, and I don't want, and I still want to make this channel grow. I mean, I'm quite close to reach the goal that I can finally make to monetize this. I mean, not that I would make fortune, I mean, considering how shitty YouTube pays, but you know, I wouldn't have a few little extra money just for do what I want, what I like, right?
Yeah, that would always be nice.
Yeah, but so we're like thinking that a lot of channels, what I do precisely when sometimes I don't know what to put as content, they just either do shorts or they do little engagement posts on their channel asking questions regarding the lore of the channel they're supposed to do. And you know, when we were been having these conversations here on the chat room, where I realized that, you know, a lot of people like to talk about the lore of Streets of Rage. They're like, fuck it, let's do some little lore based polls, and yeah, it seems that people like them. So yeah, I'm gonna
You're gonna do a run of Cold Quest for Peace?
Yeah, sure. Maybe I'll do that. I wanted to continue doing right now this stage because, first of all, I'm inspired, and you as a stage maker, you should know how difficult it is to get fully inspired sometimes. When you're like, then you're like, fuck, no, I don't feel like doing anything, or I don't feel, and then start to get a little writer block, or well, in this case, stage maker block, whatever you can call it.
I didn't mean right now. I just meant like later on.
But it happens, right? I mean that sometimes you don't feel inspired. It's like drawing, it's like making art. So you're like, what should I do? What should I do? And then you're like, I don't know. Fuck it. Nah, I don't do anything today, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot. A lot. Oh yes, a roll compost of peace would be really nice. All right, maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do that.
Yeah, I was thinking. I read like somewhere that someone is trying to get an online multiplayer for Streets of Rage remake.
Really?
Like using some sort of an application. I don't remember which one.
That could be
If we
freaking
could
cool.
figure that out, that'd be fun.
That could be fucking cool if it happens, though. If it does, wow, I would be delighted. All right, so we got a little sign, and we gotta put the letters. Let's put the candy shop. All right. Let me get this one. Of course, if I say candy shop, you also start to sing. I take you to the candy shop.
Maybe Parsec could work.
Right, let me put this.
Range head.
Candy shop. Yeah, in general, this candy shop will do. I guess this. Let me see even this. Yeah, I like the. Yeah, this is good. The font for this one looks great. Look at that. The font looks good. It gives this little carnival-ish vibes. Rasterizing. And we'll put maybe some little circus-like bit. Parsec would work through the connection needs to be strong. Hey, there he goes. There he's ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Romeo. He's in the chat room. How you doing, bro? Romeo, as you may know, he is the creator of Street Fighter 89, and he's a person I am working together on this. How you doing, big boy?
He's the lucky guy who receives a stage in the end.
Absolutely, man. I mean, if you have seen his mod, it's freaking fantastic. It's just simply well done, man. I mean, I've been working with a lot of other. For example, I've also been working with Ape Scott. Big shout out if you can see this broadcast sometime. He was working for another one who is based on the Super NES version of Final Fight, but I guess also he's trying to get very good place on. But Romeo got he's getting closer to the looks of Final Fight. I mean, as in gameplay, the looks and the stuff, and then with the extra bits, I was like, yeah. And then we just gone to him, and they just kind of said, oh, you know what? I also been doing a couple of Final Fight base stage for Mighty Final Fight DX, and yeah, so like, wow, yeah, I love those stages. So, and so yeah, I've been working a lot for some guys. You know me. I see anything related to the stage making, I always jump in. I love doing this kind of shit. Alright, let me see. Never mind. Alright, so Synergy, alright. Alright, I will be checking out. But so right now in the we'll be talking to. There you go. I got your request. Gotcha.
Yeah, okay. I can add you too, Cyber.
There you go. There he is.
sent you a friend request.
Alright. There he is. So Dan, you finished with your friggin' dinner already? Come on, join us. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Romeo's been doing this. Now we've been talking. As I was mentioning just now, we were having little talks on the Chrono Crash forums and saying like this, and they love the new context because Romeo is making a plan to add a little Marvel superheroes style of gameplay for Mike Haggard. You know, like 8-raid combos. They look freaking hot. They look hot. They look pretty awesome. Yet, I still believe that gameplay style will be either for another mod or for an extra version, like something a little bit different. Because, I mean, one of the things I like from Street Fighter 89 is that keeps the final fight, the original fight roots. Well, maybe with little very tiny things like the evasion or little bits like this. But like if we go directly for 8 raids, I don't know, like air combos or like that, yeah, it's going to another direction. So and that way, so like it's better to be like another arrange mode or something really cooler like that, and it still might work a lot because still works. I mean, looks freaking and fucking A. And yeah, because yeah, I guess I never seen a mod so far that still works well with air raid combos. I don't know. I haven't played open board mods in a while, but still believe that we should keep the lore, the theme accordingly, right? It's getting this low. Well, it happens. What can I say? So then, how was your Christmas? Your Christmas Eve? He has a very big family, so I'm pretty sure he was super busy. And 2 mighty Final Fight. Final Fight getting a little love lately between this, Fight Forever, and Mega Drive. Yes. Yeah, of course. Actually, one of the things I would love to do with Romeo later on. Oh, what's this? Give me a little second. Oh, join. No, give me a second, Synergy. I will add you to the Syndicate, which is our room. There you go. I sent you an invite to our server, and then you will be able to come and join the channel. Because otherwise, if I accept your voice talk, you will be like that. All right. So mostly spending prepping and cooking food. Kids all over the place. Yeah. You know, you should start to making your kids put some work. You know what I mean? You should put your kids to do work. Okay, kids, you're gonna be making this. You're gonna be making that. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, when I am teacher, since I am a teacher, if I make a big plan or something, yeah, I just go in and start to delegate things. So let's say Romeo. Anyone here know about Streets of Rage 2 Korean Battle Build? Oh, no, never heard of it.
Never heard of that before.
All right, color me curious. What is that supposed to be? Color me real curious. Let me see how it looks like. The candy shop. Hey, it looks nice. Look at the sign.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, right. It looks cute. Keep it carnival-y. There we go. Let me see. There
Someone
he
joined.
Testing. Cyber 1212.
Can you hear me?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Welcome, Cyber. How you doing?
Cyber.
I'm
I'm good.
Glad you made it. So yeah. See, people, you know, you can come and join us. I mean, I know you, Din and Rainy are also in the syndicate. Just come on and have some fun. But yeah, Romeo, I'm very curious about that. You know, especially Din, who he wants to know pretty much about anything regarding beat 'em ups. Of course, he has to know, and of course, I have to know. So, let us know. What is that about?
Streets of Rage.
Yeah, of course.
Therefore, I have to know.
Yeah, we all have to know. That's a given.
It's like when there's anything new related to Streets of Rage, everyone just hears about it right away in this community.
Same. I have to know what's going on.
It's not like a big gaming community, like
Yeah, no, beat 'em ups is
games and spin-offs and things.
yeah, beat 'em ups is very niche. I mean, considering that it's very rare that there's been new games. I mean, what are the last three new gamers? The Ninja Turtles one, the River City Girls 2. Oh, I need to play that one, by the way. And then the other one they made another very nice game, but was a little bit short. I forgot the name of that one. Yeah, those are some of the new the newer mods. I mean, the newer games that they were pulling out, but it's still pretty niche. It's still a very niche community in general.
Yeah, I think these past 2 years have been pretty good for beat 'em ups.
Aye.
Especially since we got Streets of Rage 4.
I guess that's the thing. Streets of Rage 4 brought back some spark in the mainstream. But
It's something I never thought would exist, to be honest.
Really? Streets of Rage 4?
Yeah.
We all.
I was genuinely surprised when I saw that announcement for the first time.
Yeah. I mean, I guess a lot
was
of.
a really good year for Streets of Rage.
Wasn't it? Yeah. I still think so.
You got Streets of Rage 4, Remake 5.2, and Streets of Kamurocho. Am I saying that right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, I think. I don't even know if I pronounced it right.
Kamurocho?
Yeah, Kamurocho?
Yeah, that's what it is. Kamurocho.
Okay.
Which is based in Kabukicho, right? But yeah. So, yeah, it was a pretty good year. I mean, the last, I don't know, 3-4 years, and since Streets of Rage 4 came up. Exactly. 30 brawlers came out this year. 30 brawlers.
Yeah, that's pretty good for such a small sort of niche genre.
It's to start to pick up again, I believe. I guess we deserve it. I mean, because you know how it happens in the end of the 80s and the whole friggin' 90s. I mean, we start Double Dragon, Final Fight, Crime Fighters, Vendetta, and then boom, all this. Capcom after went to Final Fight, and he used the same Captain Commando, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, and so far and so on. I mean, that was the decade of beat 'em ups and then fighting games. But after that, I guess the genre didn't survive the. It didn't survive the 2D to 3D. The change from 2D to 3D. It didn't survive it as much as we wanted to.
Well, we got a few games like Yakuza just sort of fall under that category.
Well, Yakuza is a very interesting game regarding the genre because it has a lot of exploration. So, I mean, it has a lot of open world vibe. First of all, I guess the biggest inspiration for that was, without a question, Shenmue. Shenmue was no doubt one of the biggest inspirations for the Yakuza, especially all these Streetwise, for example, Final Fight Streetwise, that game was a hit and miss as well. As you may know, many people loved it, many people hated it. It wasn't an easy game. As in, I mean, how can I say this? It wasn't as welcomed as for many people because many people were too used to the 2D, and then it started to get in. The producers wanted to do a more adult-based gameplay, like gameplay style, or the environment darker with a lot of more swearing, cussing. A lot of people didn't like it, and many people didn't take it as kindly as right. And then it come one of the most beautiful things that that Namco did later on, which was Urban Rain. Urban Rain is sexy, it's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful 3D game beat 'em up games ever. Too bad that Namco decided just to move all this beat 'em up inside Tekken. With all the Devil Within and the Tekken Force. They just stick there rather than continue doing some love for Urban Rain, which I still love it. I love the grittiness of Urban Rain. Then we have Beatdown. Beatdown was I'm not gonna lie, it's not really one of the big hits. It's not half bad, but not really as sexy as any other games, right? There he is. Then Mad World, I don't know that one. God Hand was fun. God Hand was fucking fun. Yes, I do remember. I do remember me some God Hand. God Hand was fun. God Hand was really fun. But still, I mean, we had the Bouncer that they made for Square Enix, and also that game. No, didn't get me as much. But I guess this is what happened. It was the 3Ds didn't see as much. The brawlers, the beat 'em ups, didn't get as much love. They didn't. I mean, not considered like that. And then I guess the thing that in the end, producers realized that we do prefer more 2D style fighting games. To the more beat 'em up, sorry. Well, Beatdown was pretty jank looking, but the mechanics were pretty dumb. Customization, well, the grappler guy. Might give it a go. I mean, I want to give a look. See, I want to see some of the. If there were some videos, I always like to analyze some beat 'em ups in there. And see how do they look like. I mean, I discovered some of them. For example, God Hand also was like that. It was like, whoa, that game is fucking cool. Love it. I don't know if you ever had the chance to try it. It's freaking crazy. I mean, it's a little bit over the top, but it's fun. It's a very fun game. I love it a lot. But once again, Yakuza fell up more. It has a lot of vibes from Shenmue, especially in the exploration, and then keeping, of course, a lot of the 3D brawlers, and I guess one of the most studied gameplay wise. But yeah, I still think Yakuza was more exploration. I mean, more like moving up and down in the city and do different things. But yeah, there. So I'm hoping for a revival of 3D brawlers. The thing about it is, like, they went to a full new genre. I mean, like, if you see what they did in other games, for example, like all the Soul games, right? So, or those went to a completely new line. So I mean, they feel completely different. They're not like beat 'em ups. I like the urban idea, especially to whoop the living shit of punks. This is one of the things I like. All right, and there he is. Rain is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. There he is.
He's muted right now.
Where's Head Puncher?
Who's Head Puncher?
Huh?
I didn't understand. No, this is what I heard on that. Alright, hello, testing. Come on, Rainy, test your microphone.
Taste test?
No, you're not gonna taste me. Remember, family friendly.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
This is a little inside joke because sometimes we go pretty raunchy.
Yeah. I mean, we've even done that when Rain was in the chat before, though.
Yeah, sure. It's a family show. We have to keep the family show now.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There he is.
Yeah, I can hear you.
How you doing, big boy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Okay. So I don't sound like my hero one.
Oh, you
Good, pretty good.
Good. Glad you made it. I'm so glad you made it and just come here to shoot the breeze with us.
Sound like my... Okay.
Merry Christmas before anything. Merry Christmas. How do you spend it, Rainy? How was your Christmas evening?
Hey, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
Pretty like relaxed. I just probably feel like the most like relaxed like Christmas. But like but I kind of like how it was like relaxed. It's like it was just like a vibe.
Good. Glad you guys had some little chill.
Yeah, mine was pretty chill too, like I was telling you earlier.
Yeah, me too. I was just having, I was getting a little drunk.
Like chill.
I was just getting a little.
Restaurant was actually open.
Yeah.
I went to a Chinese restaurant today. That was open.
No, on the 25th, I mean today, I only spent. I just be lazy with my doggies. My parents went back to my relative's place. Listen, you wanna come? I'm like, nah, fuck. I wanna keep chilling here. I want to just stay.
I blame you.
Yeah, so they went there. I told when I am to be with so many people after a long time, I get I get tired of it. I get very tired very quickly. So like, nah, fuck it. You guys go, have fun, chill, whatever you do. I'll see you later. I spent all day here, listen to music, chilling. And actually, it was cold. So
I was listening to my vinyls today. Pretty fun.
Nice, man. I gotta be seeing this. So there was a Pink Floyd, isn't it? Isn't it?
You a fan of Pink Floyd?
I appreciate the the things they have done for music, but the thing is like how can I say? I'm probably gonna be limited. Sometimes the music doesn't get to me too much. It's sometimes way too slow for me. I mean, definitely the message of the music of Pink Floyd is the strongest bit, but musically speaking, gets to tire me a lot. I mean, it's like makes me sleepy, way too sleepy.
I mean, I can get what you're saying. Sometimes the vibe's kind of nice though, but
I know, yeah, I do, but yeah, they're not really easy listening music.
No, they're not.
It's not music that you could be listening easily, and a lot of people. I mean, I get a lot of fire from that. So yeah,
I don't really find that much of an issue for myself personally.
I know, of course. You're a fan, I guess.
Yeah, they were one of my favorite bands. I mean, you could probably tell when I got this for Christmas.
Of course.
Like, I wouldn't ask for music for a band I didn't like that much.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah, I mean, not everyone likes them. Like, even my ex didn't like them, and she'd complain every time I played Pink Floyd in the car.
she was complaining about. I mean, if you put me Pink Floyd in the car, I wouldn't complain whatsoever. I mean, it's still music I still really like. But to be complaining, I mean, for example, the shit I would complain if you put in a car would be reggaeton. I fucking hate reggaeton. This Latino bullshit that has been polluting the airwaves as of late. Yeah, that would piss me off mostly. But yeah, the thing, but Pink Floyd, man, that's awesome. I mean, despite all the kind of things, it's still great music.
I mean, yeah, I have to agree with you there. But we didn't have much music taste in common.
No? What did she like though?
I don't really.
You don't even know
what. I don't know what genre it was. It was weird though. It was like weird, sort of like modern music.
Well,
I don't know. I could probably find some stuff. I still have some stuff saved on my Spotify from back when we were dating.
I still feel. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. There hasn't been any good music and modern music as of late. Hip hop has been shit. Reggaeton has been shit. I rarely could have found proper new sounds on other genres, but the genres that at least in Latin America are being polluting the airwaves.
To be honest, the only good music these days is like K-pop.
Okay, yeah, K-pop it's in. I mean, the thing about K-pop
not my
is
cup of tea, but I mean, to each their own.
Good music is video game scores.
Yeah, I guess in that's one of the things. Game soundtrack sometimes hasn't failed me whatsoever.
That's like the most consistently good genre.
Well, yeah, it's like because and the thing about this, composers understand that they need to keep an ambience, right?
Gaming music has always been like good.
Yeah, right. I mean, because it's all about. I guess the composers understand that whatever they creating, they need to create ambience. If they don't get the ambience right, this is when soundtrack can flop. And yeah, this is definitely one of the things that I still believe they need to pay more attention, because they have to create a proper ambience to the style, to the feel of the area, or whatever they're building in, right? So this, I guess, is they have a lot more. They have to put more inspiration. They have to put more soul, and this is what I still believe. It sounds better than a lot of pop music. I mean, it's a lot easier to listen, and the best of it all is if you're in a certain place. I mean, if you're walking outside, you're going in a certain place or an area. You can give certain ambience if you put the right soundtrack for whatever game you want to do, and then boom, you just get it. But that's me being a freaking nerd. But I don't give a shit, because that's what it is.
Like Vega has their music on like Spotify and stuff. It's like how good like video game music is.
Well, video game music, a lot of times, I would say it's up there with like professional bands, professional even like compositions. I would say it's definitely deserving to be on Spotify.
Yeah, like that one genre is, but like Cassiopeia, just like a group, like a band group, like out in Japan, like they like the Mario Kart music.
You were saying, Cyber, you were about to say something?
No, they just give you the middle finger, not let you miss. Sorry, music God, I can't talk today. Don't let you listen to their music at all unless you're playing the game.
Like, but it's the thing that they don't understand about the ambiences. I guess it's the thing about a lot of these people who are to think, you're such a fucking nerd. How come you can't listen to this shit? Like, yeah, you know what, bitch? I will do the Pepsi challenge to your ass, and I did several times. You guys know what is a Pepsi challenge, don't you?
Yeah, when you get the Coke and the Pepsi.
Right. So I did something like a sound.
Oh yeah, the Pepsi challenge.
Oh, well, so hear me out, right? So this is how I was doing the Pepsi challenge. This is how the Pepsi challenge worked for this guy. So for example, I had some friends who were talking shit about video game music and saying, how do you dare to talk about that? I mean, how do you listen to this kind of crap, blah, 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 So like, yeah, okay, sure, fine, just let them talk and ramble and say all that crap. And they said, man, I want you to listen to this. And I will, let me obscure the background. Of course, you will know what I'm talking about. But I put them this. Give me a moment. Give me a little second, so I will tell you what I am talking about. Can you listen? I will open up the volume a little bit. There you go. So, I put this. And this, guys, when we were listening to this track, is, oh my gosh, this is the most cool fusion band ever. Sounds so awesome. And like, yeah. Do you guys know where is this music from?
Yeah, I can't really understand you right now.
It has a name, KOF.
It's the King of Fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the King of Fighters 96 arranged soundtrack. This is what it is. SNK put a lot of effort in making especially the arranged music with proper musicians. I mean, like really good jazz virtuosos, and to pull out some of the coolest music in their soundtrack.
SNK had a lot of tracks.
Yes.
Saxophones and stuff like that.
Yeah, jazz. Yeah, because most of the musicians are actually proper musicians. I mean, it's in that right, proper composers, band musicians. Right? And so I put this one as a Pepsi challenge. Of course, my friends were like, oh my god, this shit is freaking fantastic. Where is this from? And I tell them, haha, wait, just wait and see. They finished, and I put on some other tracks. The same, they were magnified, they were fantastic. And before they know it, I said, like, you know what? This is from a video game. Get the fuck out of here. No, yes, this is where it is. Man, this sounds so awesome. Yes. That's precisely the magic of game music. It's about the ambiences. It works. I mean, I guess I believe that this is still chiptune.
Yeah, I've done that like so many times. People don't understand that like video game music is real music.
Of course it is.
There was one song. I'm gonna try to find it and like put it in the chat. But it sounded really good because it sounded like it was a legit video. It was a legit
It's music.
song.
Of course, it's music. It's music. No matter how you want to see it, it's still music. The thing about that is that it's like a lot of people, for example, they go like, "Oh my God, movie soundtracks are so awesome." Well, there's not really a big difference with game music. There's not really a big difference of that. I mean, you just put. This is part of the ambiences of a movie or a scene, right? And then there's not really a huge difference regarding of what could be a movie soundtrack with a game soundtrack. But I still, for more like that, still game soundtrack still has even more impact, precisely for the ambience that it has to be to the action of the game or the scene. Like there's a lot of games that are extremely emotional. For example, Yakuza games or other games, or some Final Fantasy, other games that have scenes that are extremely emotional moments that if it wasn't for the music, the scene wouldn't have the same impact. And that's when a lot of people finally start to understand what I'm talking about, right? And start to see like, yeah, you know what, this is one of the things I got it. I don't know if you guys follow. This guy Oliver de Riviere, one of the composer of Streets of Rage 4 music, in his Twitter. And the guy, he's extremely passionate, a very passionate guy of his music. He understands. He's also one of the guys who gets this criticism that game music is not game music. You know, the game music is not real music. It's like, man, what are you talking about? You're missing out. You're missing out ambiences. You're missing out a lot of power, a lot of passion, a lot of things, because you have your prejudices that is not real stuff. It's like,
Yeah, that's how I feel about T-Loops. He did like the SOR4 DLC music and Sonic Mania music.
yeah,
He's a really great composer because it's so cool how like he was just like a YouTuber making mixes and Sega actually hired him.
yeah, and that's freaking cool. A lot of the guys who start to do this, like, I mean, for example, the sound, the remixes for remake. I mean, I don't need to go that far, right? I mean, many of the guys who made the remixes for remake are freaking fantastic. I mean, BGM or the other guys are, I mean, that they have an amazing tone. I mean, the vibes they put in the stuff. I mean, without breaking Yuzo Koshiro's or Motohiro Kawashima's feel. They're like this. Or Ice Verno. Look at it. Ice Verno, how it works, right? Ice Verno is also a fantastic guy who likes to pay too much attention to the vibes, to the style, and he's there, and he has a lot full of emotion in the way he makes his remixes, right? And a lot of these composers have this idea, and finally some people start to understand these context, this music. Fortunately, we don't have to worry too much about about copyright contact, because, well, you know, they're not like those freaking musicians that if you put even a little bit of their freaking music, YouTube go and censors your video or takes out all in any way of monetization. So yeah, it's just, game music is still, as I said, I took many people to school with the Pepsi challenge, and it was friggin' fun seeing them fail. Like, how can you dare to put video game music? Well, this is what it was, bitch. And you were saying that this is not real music? That was beautiful, I have to say. Now,
That you brought up the Pepsi challenge that gave me back in the memory.
you can try to make all your friends who are naysayers, give them the Pepsi challenge and see whether how they're gonna be falling down. You put them
What's the Pepsi challenge though?
that could be friggin' fun. Let them eat their own words. Yeah, long live the Pepsi challenge. So,
everyone was like eating jalapenos because they were serving nachos. And yeah, all the teachers got mad at them, even though like they weren't really like doing anything obnoxious.
there's a lot of people who just like that. Well, fuck them. not that we really give them too much importance. Go fuck them. They can go fuck themselves. But yeah, don't even fret it. I mean, as in general, we are. I mean, it's even being more. I mean, because I grew up on the times where gaming itself was considered something for nerds, right? I mean, it was a nerdy thing, it was a geek thing, it was uncool no matter what you do. If you were a gamer or something, if you didn't have that, you were uncool immediately. You were trying, you're such a weirdo, that fuck yourself, a lot of all this kind of stuff. But it was the reality. It was what it was. This is how the this is how was the vision of on the time of the 80s, 90s. And then when they start to go the streams and start to see that they start to make a new industry, I mean, it would become a little bit more mainstream when it started becoming the esports and stuff, and they start to see these pseudo girl gamers who only want to show their boobs, because they can make some good money out of simps. Then we start to game and become cool, right? But truth is, it was only become mainstream because it becomes another way. It's a good steady market. See, I mean, it's interesting how this how has changed these the lifestyles or the visions for a lot of people. But yeah, for a while, gaming was considered geek. It was considered uncool. It was considered nerdy, ñoño, right? It was definitely nothing cool. It was uncool. A lot of people who love video games, I'm talking about with a lot of friends or stuff like this. They hide from other friends or other peers that they were gamers. They were some they like video games and but they were also as passionate as any of us. But this is a reality. The reality is, for a lot of people, this wasn't. It was just for a lot for. It wasn't. It was uncool. It wasn't an uncool hobby. It was. But now look at them. I mean, even. Right. So yeah, he went off. Dan, are you going to come to the chat room or what?
Yeah, I think he's still having dinner.
Probably.
Wait, how many kids does he have?
A lot. A lot. That much I can tell you. A lot. Yeah. A lot. I want him to let him tell you how many. But yeah, he has a lot of kids. Romeo, so how's it going, big boy? How's Indonesia going? Yeah, he's from Indonesia, by the way.
Indonesia? Never knew that.
Mm-hmm. I will pop in about 15. See, he has already a gang. He has a gang, people. He has a gang. That's a gang. That's not a family. That's a gang.
What?
Yeah, 15 kids. That's freaking awesome. Maybe if you ask me.
Like how many? Like, did he have like 5 kids?
No, 5. 15. He has 15.
I thought he meant 15 minutes.
No. I pop in about 15. I mean 15 minutes, yeah.
I think he meant a minute.
Yeah, I said like, wow, you have 15 kids?
Yeah.
And
imagine having 15 kids. That would be
you won't be, man. That was a generation of my parents, actually. 7. Well, halfway. Right. Fuck. Halfway.
7?
Yeah, halfway. All right.
That's still like a lot.
That's
like,
a lot.
For myself.
Yeah, I mean we cannot bear this, but trust me, in the generation of my parents, it was normal. My dad had 12 brothers and sisters, so I had 12 uncles and aunts, and my mom has 7. I mean brothers and sisters. So yeah, for this, for
10 siblings.
What?
Like Grandpa had 10 siblings.
Yeah. Imagine, I mean, a lot of people still, I mean, for our generation, we cannot fathom this, right? We cannot fathom how to have so many siblings or something like this. We cannot even. I mean, it's beyond our comprehension. But imagine at that time or right now. I mean, he likes to. I mean, then likes to live in the old school style. But yeah, he has a lot.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that.
But for example, say my dad is one of 12 kids, same as mine. Same as mine. Exactly. So it's gonna say previous generations were just like that. It's where a lot of relatives, a lot of family. That's what it was. That's what it was.
I don't get how women can just give birth so many times. Like, you think one time would be enough, right? But no.
Don't ask me, I'm not a woman. And if I was, I wouldn't want to give birth.
True. But it's real. I mean,
that's gotta be so painful. Like I can't even imagine.
Right. But still, they do. I mean, a lot of people still like to go that way. But yeah, I mean, for us, as I say, we cannot fathom so many. I mean, the way to have so many people, a family like this, especially considering that the economy also has changed in several ways. It's harder to be able to have
everything is so expensive these days.
Right. Exactly. So right now it's even harder to make a proper, to have a proper house, to be paying rent, right? So this kind of let me put some back in memory check. Let me save before anything. And it's very difficult, very difficult to actually have this feel to take care of the family when it's that big, right? So
yeah, I guess some people have it in them,
right? Yeah,
I just find that I don't have any siblings. Like when I was growing up, just me and my parents.
Oh, you're a single kid?
Yeah.
Right. That's good. I only have me and my sister. So me and my sister.
So just a family of two?
Yeah.
So pretty small. Yeah.
Not pretty small, just regular. It says that the things has changed.
Yeah, well, both of my parents just had two siblings each, so not huge families like these.
What about you, Cyber? How many brothers and sisters do you have?
Older brother who's biologically related to me, and I have a stepbrother who's around the same age as me. And I have a cousin who I consider to be my sister, but she's not really my sister because, she's my cousin.
Alright.
So
but it's still very close, right? So,
yeah. The fact that I haven't seen her in like 6 years.
Yeah, and Rainy also has a brother and a sister. If I remember correctly, your brother was the one who introduced you to Streets of Rage, wasn't he? So, Romeo, do you have any brothers and sisters, by the way, now that we are on this little chit-chat?
This is a nice family-friendly conversation we're having.
Yeah, sure. Definitely much better than all the nasty shit we used to talk to. So we are very close to finishing this. As you can see, only maybe 2 spaces. Yeah, I guess it's looking good. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that building looks awesome. The candy shop.
Yeah, the candy shop looks good, huh? I like it.
Working on something, but yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I like it. I also feel it. Yeah, Romy also has a brother and sister.
Yeah, I've sort of been dividing my attention between. I kind of stopped working on my stage though because I felt like I hit a bit of a wall. I can pick it up tomorrow.
Right, don't try just to stay in the wall for too long though.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just like a break for tonight because I've been working on it quite a bit today.
Right, but it's still, I still wanted to have a little live chit chat. It's been pretty fun, pretty cool, and Yeah, because we were like, most of the time when I engage with my community, I always do this, by text chatting there. He's the only gamer in the family. All right, same here, same here. My sister plays occasionally, like some few little games like that, because her husband also is a little bit. I mean, he used to be a gamer. Her husband, but now he doesn't. I mean, he has no time. But her husband also plays a lot. But well, he plays, just not a lot, but he plays. My parents hate video games. But they
hate video games.
Yeah, well, it's another generation, right? I mean, they were in the case of when they were thinking video games was a huge waste of time.
How old are your parents?
Well, they're in the range of 68 to 70.
I see.
So yeah, they're boomer generation, right? So I mean, there was definitely it's another way for entertainment, another way for they developed the entertainment way.
So they're kind of in between like my parents and grandparents' ages.
Mm-hmm. So for example, me, I am a late Gen X. I'm a Generation X. I'm from 1978. So for me was the perfect change. I mean, I lived the golden age of video game. I lived there. I was there. This is one of the things I have to be so proud of, because I was in the scene. I saw the. I mean, I was a young kid when it was the first generation, and I really didn't care much because I mean those gigantic pixels, Pong, or all those Atari games, they were I couldn't relate to anything real on that. I couldn't relate of anything real in the first generation, and of course I heard in the news about the big flop of ET, of Atari, one of the worst games of history. But it was basically the collapse of the first generation of video games. But also I saw the resurface. I saw the big boom of the arcades. I mean, Outrun was my very first love. Outrun, of course, you should know Outrun. Of course you do. Outrun from Sega was, I mean, me having been only 8 years old, I saw it in the arcade, and I love cars from that time. It was like, a Ferrari Testarossa in the beach! One of the coolest mysteries. So it was the very first time I was completely in love, because I could actually relate something with a life, right? With something living. And then it was like, oh my god, this is fantastic. This is the coolest shit I ever seen in my life. And yeah, I was ecstatic. I was completely in love for what I saw. And then my first beat 'em up that I saw in one of those places, Double Dragon 2. And then yeah, everything else is history. So yeah.
Finds me.
Uh-huh.
Are there any other Sega IPs you like besides Outrun and Streets of Rage?
Yakuza. Yakuza.
Well,
Sega.
Yakuza.
Yeah, so for me, I get from the IPs of Sega, like strong ones that I love most. Streets of Rage, of course. Yakuza, Outrun, Jet Set Radio. I mean, I am not fan of Sonic. I know a lot of people will be like, "What?" Yeah, no, never felt Sonic.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised because you told me that before.
Yeah, so never. And yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to fight Frontiers.
Yeah, no, but Sonic, nah. I mean, I understand it's a great game, of course, and it's one of those groundbreaking IPs that it's been in the market for such a long time. I respect that a lot. I really respect that a lot. but it's not the type of gameplay or the type of graphics. It just don't do me.
Yeah, I mean, I played the original games back when I was a kid, like on the Sega Genesis. I never really explored much. Well, I played Sonic Mania, but I never really explored much outside of that.
Shinobi also is one of the games I like a lot in the arcades. And especially, well, Shinobi, and then that includes Shadow Dancer. Shadow Dancer in the arcade was fantastic. And then the Mega Drive or Sega Genesis version was pretty different because we were too used to have arcade ports into the home consoles back in the day, if you remember. But the Shadow Dancer for Genesis was a little bit more different, but it still had a killer music. It has one of the 3D Shinobi. No, I still take for the two. Shinobi 1 Arcade and Return of Shinobi and Shinobi 3 are freaking masterpieces. Shadow Dancer is the same. So I guess for me, those 4 games. Well, let's put 5 because Shadow Dancer Arcade, Shadow Dancer Genesis are different. But those 5 games for me, I consider they're fantastic in all ways possible. Shinobi are amazing games. Yeah. Then, Golden Axe. Golden Axe is beautiful. Golden Axe is a fantastic series. One of the
that is a good one. Forgot about that one.
Yeah, Golden Axe is a fantastic mix. It's a great one of the very, very good stuff. I'll put a little bit of just background music. Golden Axe has another ambience very good. You know, the fantasy hack and slash. And didn't like too much the Genesis version of Golden Axe 2 and 3. They were still good. I mean, well playable and stuff. But for me, my love, the perfect Golden Axe game was the Return of Dead Adder, the one on the arcade. 3D Shinobi had potential, but I feel it would have been better. Definitely. It could be the time to the early Yakuza games. True. Which other IP from Sega that I like? Well, it was a one-timer, but Moonwalker was beautiful as well. Moonwalker, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker was a beautiful game. And you saw how, if you have been in this live stream and in this channel, you know also how much love we put to that, and especially when we combine. We see that the Barbones bar is actually Club 27, right? I know, yeah, it's Club 27 or whatever the name of the club is, forgot. But yeah, it is. It's inspired in that. So yeah, definitely. Eternal Champions. I will be honest, if it wasn't for the shitty ass graphics, it could have been a great game. No, the graphics, not the drawing, but the colors. It was very poorly optimized color game. If it was, that's what just for the very bad combination of colors, that probably didn't do me. But I'm sure that if Eternal Champions could have been done with Super NES or arcade-based colors, it could have been a banger. Hey, how you doing, Russian guy? Well, I don't know because I cannot read Cyrillic. Hey, there he is. Big Cosmo Boy, how you doing? There he is. People are joining in. That's a lot. Good. DD Crew, no, it's for Final Fight, well, for Street Fighter 89, but it's based in a Coney Island, and yeah, probably I might use some Merry Christmas, Cosmo. Yeah, well, it's still Christmas if we consider it's still almost midnight here in Mexico City, so it's still Christmas Day, it's still 25.
10 more minutes to Christmas for me.
Yeah, still, right.
I think we're in the same time zone.
Yeah, I'm still in the Mexico City time zone. It's almost the same as yours. Right, so here is 11:50 p.m. I don't know where you guys are. I know Indonesia is on daytime right now.
Yeah, that's the same as me.
All right, Cosmo Askios, what do you think of Diddy Crew? Shit, I see Diddy Crew as wasted potential. I mean, look at these graphics, people. Look at the quality of these stages. The quality is amazing. Yeah, I mean, look at this. The way there was the music is also hit and miss. It was cute, especially all this "shut up already." It was fun.
Nice graphics, though.
I know, amazing. I still believe in the sprite work and Diddy Crew was solid. Just look at, for example, the city depth on this one, and or just here the whole map. Look at that. They were extremely great graphics, very well done. I mean, look, even you have the Bruce Lee look-alike boss who looks even creepier. Or of course you have this marijuana Jesse Ventura like with a Cali sticks, right? But in general, it was a very beautiful game. I mean, as in visually speaking, Diddy Crew was amazing. What did run up? Shitty ass gameplay. The gameplay was ass, and it's been ass. I mean, and I know because I mean we tried all of that, but I mean graphically speaking, and even in sound, even with all the cheesiness that it has, it has amazing visuals and very great music. Again, it could have become a classic or even a good successor for Streets of Rage, considering this as a Sega IP, if it wasn't because the gameplay was shit. Now, this stage, the Zero Corp stage, the music here really gives me I mean, it's pretty freaky. I don't know if you ever seen it. It sounds like a tantric sex thing. It gives me a hard on and makes me feel weird at the same time. That's horrible. I don't know.
What? Wait,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, exactly. Never heard the music of this stage?
No.
Okay. Alright. This game is I will give you an example, guys. I will give you an example. Let me just give you an example. Yeah, you have to listen. You have to see this for yourself. You have to see this.
You send me the link to the music or something?
No, I will put you just the stage, the music stage of that bit.
Okay.
And Romeo says, "Beat-Rap Boys also fun." Oh yeah, that's not Sega though, but without a question, it's beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful game. Also, the problem with that, with especially Beat-Rap Boys or DJ Boy, is the gameplay is difficult. It's not responsible. Listen. Like some tantric shit, Afro Nova bull thing. The graphic, even the animations of the characters is very fluid, very beautiful. The problem is, I mean, the values of the hits and everything is ass. Just for example, this one, the B-Boy. The B-Boy has one of the most beautiful animations. The way he moves at this, every kick has a frame. But of course, you cannot see because...
This thing covering the screen.
How? Oh, stupid me.
I mean, at first I thought you were just playing the music. But
Yeah, no. I will put it again.
Okay.
But anyway, you heard the music, right? Oh, very
I heard it, yeah.
tantric shit.
With the sound effects, but no visuals. So that was something.
Do not play Gung Ho. Yeah, Gung Ho very noisy. But look at the fluid, how fluid the animation, the running animation. The quality of the frames of everyone is almost to the quality of a fighting game, frames. The music is shit. By the way, you wanna guys check out this like some it has some beat 'em ups, but also has some fighting game tasks. Check out this channel. It's pretty good. Simple Perfect 1998 PH, pretty good. But for example, this B-Boy, the frame, I mean, he does like windmills and stuff in his animation. The frames of the movements of that is super fluid. That song makes me laugh when they get hit. Oh. But yeah, visually speaking, it's a beautiful game. And then the final boss stage. See. So this is like Mr. X with a sword. Badass Yakuza big boss. I love The Office though. The Office is pretty nice. I use some of these elements and I make even a cooler Office. But yeah, it has really good stuff. There he is. I will find you the battle with the B-Boy, so you can see how beautiful the flying the movement he looks. This guy. Take a load of this wild thing. Let's see. Just that kick, just that, for example, that flying kick, how the spinning and stuff. Look at that! Look at that! Just take a look at the frames of this. Not even Yashiro from King of Fighters, or Elena from... I guess he's had the power of Elena from Third Strike. Look at that! Looks so fluent. That was so awesome. See? Very fluid movement. As I said, not even Yashiro has these. Not even Yashiro has that level of frames. All right, looks like Gilbert Gottfried. Yeah, right. So we got Russian boy saying, I like Streets of Rage remake more because I played Streets of Rage for many times. We'll play, but in our country this game is not available. Really? Where are you from, actually? If you don't mind asking. They spend all the time and budget on the graphics and animation, but not for gameplay and programming. True, but it's like what I say. I mean, if you're inside of a big company like Sega, right? Why don't you just use the teams? I mean, you got like that. I mean, you had already had a winner with the Streets of Rage. You already had a winner with Golden Age: The Return of the Adder. You already had winner. I mean, you already had experienced people working on programming in beat 'em ups, right? Why the fuck you don't just relocate people to say, okay, I have the graphics, I have the music, I have the animation. just give these guys to people who actually know how to do proper programming on beat 'em ups, right? I mean, they just can pick up those guys and say, like, you know what, make these games with a proper program. The game would have been a banger. It would be a banger. It could be because even if you see Golden Axe: The Return of the Adder, the game, I mean, the animation of the guys there and the frames are amazing. I don't know what you guys think, but I still believe so. Right, but so what up? What about the other guys? Are you still guys there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, but see, this is one of the things that I still see one of the biggest. It was a missing opportunity. It was definitely a missing opportunity there. Return of the Eye looks amazing. Haven't played it. You haven't? Man. Man, this is... These what? Without a... Why? Guys, what are you fucking waiting for? What are you waiting for? Look at this. This is the quality of Diddy Cruz stages in just look at this art and the front. No. For me, this is the definitive version of Golden Axe. No. This game is. Try to find it in MAME. I guess it's already on. It's available in MAME. Go play it. Download it. Play it. Get a good load of it. The game is music-wise also great music. Very beautiful graphics. Look at this. Look at that. Great work. Great sprite work. Great animations. Gameplay clean, fun. No. This game is sex. This game is sex in beat 'em ups. One of the best ones on the series, without a question. Very creative in a lot of bits, a lot of areas. I'm keeping this fantasy feel. Of course, it has to have the monsters. No. This game is beautiful in all ways possible. I believe it was available for Sega Saturn, I believe. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, this is what I said. I was feeling so disappointed with Golden Axe 3, because Golden Axe 3 gameplay had a very good proposals. Actually, they had a lot of influence of Streets of Rage, but graphic-wise was shit. I mean, it was pretty awful. But gameplay-wise, Golden Axe 3 was quite beautiful, actually. I love this woman. Barbarian girl. Oh, Outrunners, baby. Man, as I said, you're preaching to the choir, man. You're preaching to the choir, because if there's one man who's a big fan of Outrun, it's me. And Outrunners was another beautiful game. A little bit over the top. Was a little bit over the top in certain parts, but it has really great cars. It has some interesting mixes. It was pretty nice. But yeah, all this was... Sega still have very good bangers, at least. Even though the consoles they went down, I still think the Sega Dreamcast was one of the most beautiful things ever released. And probably very ahead of its time. Was one of the first consoles who actually had proper online gaming. I don't know if you guys didn't know that.
The modem had online for the Genesis.
Yeah, exactly. And
That was only for Japan, though.
I will tell you something. One of my friends here in Mexico, he had a Dreamcast. Of course, we always played together for a long while, and we tried to do the online thing, and it did work. It worked. It worked. Don't ask me how, but it did work.
I was talking about the Mega Drive / Genesis, not the Dreamcast.
No, Dreamcast. I was meaning the Dreamcast when I was able to finally connect. But yeah, they were trying to do a lot of another online ways to do this, but yeah, it was very difficult. Runark and Pit Fighter had bad ports. No Sega. You know what? Yes, I have to admit, Runark, which is Growl, and in the West we know it as Growl. That was fun. That game was fun. But that was Data East, I believe. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that game was Data East. Pit Fighter was Atari, and that was the granddaddy of Mortal Kombat, the first one who used actual, live motion capture. So yeah, that was also very revolutionary, but it still didn't look as great. Okay. I reached a wall here, people. For this bit, for the last part, do you still want me to continue, or shall we cut it here? Actually, Romeo here, because he's the producer, the producer of this mod, he can tell me, or what should we add in the last bit? So, people in chat, people in live chat with me, what do you guys suggest? Shall we cut the stage short here, or shall we add other two little business in there? And if so, what business would you like to see?
I'd say keep going.
All right, let's see. First, Cyber, what do you think?
I'd say keep going, but I don't have any ideas.
Okay. What about you,
Sorry.
Herb?
Could you maybe put in like a carnival game sort of thing?
No, because I mean the thing about this is after here we're gonna go inside the carnival. I mean, there's gonna be a carnival inside a carnival.
So there's gonna be like a proper carnival.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some games. More, not many food stalls, but yeah, like actually games or a little bit like that. Probably.
Right.
So yeah, like proper, for example, like shooting games, or the darts and whatnot. Also gift shops. Actually, a gift shop might work. Or I could even put the entrance of the. One shop, and the entrance of the carnival. But let's see.
I think a gift shop could work right outside the entrance.
Okay. What about people in the chat? What about people? What do you guys suggest? What shall we go to? Because we almost finished in this stage, by the way. We almost done here. But it's looking good, no? It's looking good. I'm really liking the vibes.
That's a nice one.
Yeah,
It's great.
I'm liking the vibes here. I'm liking the vibes. Yeah, because and I still try to keep the same tone, the same style, the same stuff. All right, there he is. The executive producer says he agreed. So let's do a final gift shop, and then the entrance to the carnival. Now let's put some. Okay, guys, I'm open to suggestion. Would you like to listen some kind of music in the meanwhile when we are chat room? Do you have any suggestions?
Misty Blue.
Which one?
Misty Blue by Yuzo Koshiro.
Yuzo Koshiro.
I don't actually know what the game is. I just know it has good music.
Mr. Blue. All right, let's check it out. Never heard of it. The only thing I would suggest is not building sufficient the entrance to the carnival itself. Might do the trick. All right, I will put the soundtrack in the meanwhile to put as a background. All right, I will leave it as a background. It's just a Koshiro that Rotterdam Nation Rich Racer 1. Alright. Could be just the fence right straight into the carnival. Or no, the gift shop might look good. The gift shop might look good. Alright, for this I plan to use Ninja Warriors because this one looks like kinda like, I mean the layout looks good, like for looks good for a gift shop actually. But I will just try to cut it. I like the layout because it might be good for a gift shop. No, I'm gonna be honest, never heard of Mesa Blue before until now. But, well, once again, if it's Yuzo Koshiro, I buy it. He's the man. He's just the man. Alright, Cody, get your ass in here. Too short. So, I figure as much it would be too short. So, what I'm gonna do is to expand the door to be more, a little bit more on the sides of these guys. There you go. But I still believe it's way too... No, it's good, it's good. I'll see what I can do. You know me, guys. I will be as creative as I can be. Cody, thank you. Get out of my face. Alright. I might cut just this bit so I can get the entrance of the carnival there, and then it's gonna be this. Yes, you can definitely has. I can hear some vibes of Streets of Rage. I still can't believe. I mean, how Yuzo Koshiro that he wasn't an actual. I mean, he didn't have a musical background. He didn't have a proper training in music. He wasn't a musician. But how he was able to recreate amazing music as he did. I still consider him in all ways possible, and you may or you may not agree with me that he's a modern genius. Because a man with absolutely no previous knowledge in music production or in composition he still he was able to recreate music in such an amazing way. Alright, so he's saying, do we have an alternative for the floors? Okay, yeah, we can try to find another. I mean, if you don't like this floor, we can try to find something else. No problem. But yeah, I'm still amazed how he was able to, especially the inspirations he had, right? Like, he had Miami Shell Machine with Moon Beach. Of course, you guys know how much I love Moon Beach. And I mean, all the dance music from the late 80s, he was able to put, like Technotronic and stuff. I mean, he just go and say, you know what, fuck it, I can make it. I can get the best of it and fuck all you. And he did. I mean, you hear Fighting in the Street, Moon Beach, Keep the Grooving. I mean, his influences there are crystal clear, right? What do you guys think? Chat, what do you guys think? He was training piano with, I think, a Japanese film composer. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what they had. He didn't really have like as in, I guess it wasn't even a thing. I guess even game music wasn't even a thing back in the day. It was like, I mean, perhaps they were thinking it was something like Mario or like that. I mean, we already had Yoko Shimomura and other composers making the soundtrack of Final Fight, which was still a banger. It was a great soundtrack in general, but it didn't have the same vibes or the same power or the same thing that Yuzo had on Streets of Rage. What do you guys think? I mean, for example, here this beat, for example, you can see he has very clear street vibes with a little bit of kind of a little bit like street hip hop-ish, or you know, like breakbeats vibes from the late 80s, early 90s. And even Dilapidated Town, this has also a lot of these vibes as well. Street Fighter 2 was Yoko's time to shine. True. Alrighty. I guess we almost get the layout of this one. It might work. This track reminds me a lot of The Return of Shinobi. Testing. There you go.
It's the best level of all time.
There you go. Let's see who's in the house, people. Let's see who's in the house. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Dan is in the house.
You finally finished your dinner.
Dinner, shower, getting ready for work tomorrow, all that fun stuff.
There he is.
Work the day after Christmas?
Yep.
Sheesh.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, they called me last minute. Yeah, we can just come in tomorrow. I'm like, oh, shit.
That sucks.
How you doing, big boy? Long time no talk. Not long time no talking.
Yeah. It's been a long minute.
Indeed. How you doing?
I've been alright. I'm alive.
Guess that's the important thing.
Yeah.
So now when we have the little the little topic on hand, now that we are listening to Yuzo Koshiro, like, how come he had such an inventive creativity in making such a great soundtrack? Actually, he was revolutionary for its time, with no prior knowledge on music composition, right?
Yeah, guy's a genius. I love this company got together and they made great games on top of that.
Yeah, not to mention that, that was also the thing that I guess, and I still will say it, I guess one of the success of Streets of Rage was in high portion due of the music. The music was one of the biggest influence that it had to be a success. I don't know what you guys think.
I think Motohiro Kawashima is pretty underrated.
Motohiro Kawashima, my God, he's another genius. I mean, this is why this is why I guess they make the best team to get when they work together. Hands down, Motohiro Kawashima. In fact,
back about Motohiro. They almost didn't get on the Streets 4 soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah. They were definitely behind schedule. Getting the soundtrack together and almost missed Yuzo and Motohiro. That would have been disastrous.
That would have been terrible.
Wow, just to think about that.
I like that soundtrack.
Well, the thing about that is, I mean, one of as I said, the last streaming was precisely we were discussing about how Streets of Rage 3 or Bare Knuckle 3 was a very hidden, underrated gem, and the music comes to that point as well. And the thing about that, musically wise, it was one of the biggest experiments, not only in the electronic, I mean in the game music, but in electronic music as well. They were so ahead of their time. Motohiro Kawashima was starting to play too much with a randomizer and just trying to make, you know, to harmonize in that. But that was something that until 1999 would start to appearing on the dance floors. But that was definitely one of the big
It was definitely something ahead of its time. Sure.
It was way too ahead of its time, and actually you can reflect that in the point that how the fans reacted to the sound of Streets of Rage 3, right? I mean, at first a lot of fans hated the context of the music. We're like, wow, it sounds too weird, sounds too noisy, yada yada yada, wada wada wada. You saw it, and I mean, and a lot of people couldn't get it until later on that we already to see that actually the clubhouses start to follow up a lot of these styles, and it become a big success in the dance floors. And they were like,
It was a bit of a mixture for me. Like I liked it when I first played. I liked the opening.
feels
but like getting like a few stages in, I was like, oh man, they're not gonna play any chill music, are they?
It was a hit and miss. I mean, I have to say, I mean, there are a couple of tracks that they didn't age well whatsoever. I mean, like very failure experiments, if you want to say it in that way. But other ones were still pretty good. I mean, they had a very good ideas laying around. And some of them, they just kind of, it was like an acquired taste, if you wanna put in that kind of stuff. So, for example, a lot of people were hating a lot on the dance club music, right? I mean, the one on the inside the club. Oh, Romeo, thank you. Sorry, it's off. My apologies. Sorry about that. There you go. There he is. All right. Sorry about the screen. There you go. There. Yeah, it should be visual right now. Romeo, thank you for tuning in. I will show you this when it's finished. Is it still on? Is it still off?
I can see it now.
What? Yeah, it's on right now. There he is. There it is. I don't know what happened. I thought it was on. But regardless, returning to the topic.
But yeah, I agree. Like it's kind of hit and miss soundtrack. I didn't like it wasn't a lot of tracks I disliked. But I think for me, like it was more of a like.
Nice.
There wasn't a good mixture of like hard hitting tracks and like kill tracks like the other games had.
Yeah.
It was hard hitting track after hard hitting track. I'm like, oh man, I need to turn it down a little bit. Chill for a second.
For example, I guess that it comes to mind the Ninja Tunnels music. It's noise. it's grating. It's a pretty grating track, right?
Yeah. That track I think it wouldn't have been as bad if that scene was short. Like if it was like
you could have more variation, right?
Yeah, it was like a quick scene. But that scene just dragged on.
Yeah,
it just kept going.
Jesus Christ, yeah. It's not music at all. So, I have to go. I like more than 3 tracks, definitely. Fuse is amazing. First one. Fuse is gorgeous. It's a beautiful track. I mean, especially it's a good banger because I like it has a very sense of urgency. I mean, a difference from Streets of Rage 1 or 2, you know, that you have either a commercial area, and then in Streets of Rage 2 more like a bar alley, right? Streets of Rage 3 sounds more urgent, more like get the fuck out of here before I don't know, a bomb explodes. So it gives another vibe at the beginning, and I still like it. I definitely like it a lot. How how it starts with Fuse.
Yeah, I think the best way I would I think that's a good way to describe it. Like, I think the best way I would describe it is that like Streets of Rage 3 music is more situational.
It's more situational.
Yeah, because like if you look at Remake, for example, like when you go up, if you take the Streets 2 route and then you take the upper path in the bar, and it plays Fuse, like okay, yeah, this is fitting.
Exactly.
So it would work for a situational thing where it's like usually we're used to just having something that's it's the jam, no matter where you play it. You know, that's where we get from the first two games, and 3 is like more situational kind of thing.
It's more ambiental regarding to that, because now a difference of Streets of Rage 1 or 2 is more story driven.
Yeah.
It's more Dub
yeah.
Slash. I like that one. I like Dub Slash. I do like Dub Slash.
I think my favorites are like Poets 1.
The Poets are, both of them are great, especially the one in the White House. Oh, that one is sexy. But for me,
that one, I felt like Remake didn't remix properly.
Oh yes.
Like I haven't heard a remix of it yet that's like beating the original Poets 1.
But for me, and the one of the two of the biggest tracks and one of the best ones, because they fit so well in the dance floor. One, Inga Rassen, Dr. Dems, and Crazy Train.
I love Crazy Train.
What?
I love Crazy Train. That was a really good one.
Yeah, because for example, I don't know if you guys, of course, I'm pretty sure you have heard the remix of the DJ set of Yuzo Koshiro.
Yeah, I actually heard that one live because he played it out in Cali.
Right, no, but the very first one he did in the very first one he did. This is pretty old. No, give me a moment. Because the thing about here, Yuzo uses, he makes a very special version of Expander. That is, of course, based on Motohiro. I mean, Motohiro, actually the last 3 songs are is the Motohiro set. I will leave you to this, guys, so you have to listen. I will put you this because this is the perfect mix. There you go.
I gotta hear this. I gotta see this. He played a special version of Expander, and I like the concert in Cali as well. But
that one. But no, that's the unique. That's the new one. That's the newest version, the one with the Red Bull. Oh.
Yeah.
That's a new one. That's an inedit version of Expander that has never seen in any game or any remix ever. And I
need him to release that one.
Yes, I told him that.
Immediately.
Yeah. Now, let's listen to this, people. Because this is the best transition. Just listen. It's extended, uses even more filters. From Streets of Rage 2, Expander for me is my all-time favorite. And also this track, this hardcore house, was ahead of its time by the release of the game. That's what I say, Motohiro Kawashima, it's a genius too. Look at that. Look at the sound of that. I will keep working, but well, listen to this. But yes, get to this. Yeah, it was definitely version in the original. I don't know how Motohiro came up with this sound. Really, it's when sometimes you start to wonder how these people can come up with such a fantastic way to make music. Right? I know, right? This is the sounds powerful. True. But
comes out with the one that I heard in Cali. Because when I hear that, when I hear it again, I think about like the dynamic tracks in Street Race 4, or like how well it would work. In Street 2, if he did that version.
oh,
Dynamic music.
oh yes. That
So good.
I will after I finish the demo that I wanted to put, I'm gonna put that special mix of expander. This still has the sound of the original game, but just like expanded and extended. But this is still fantastic in all ways possible. Listen to that, it's sexy in all ways possible. But the new version actually, it starts with a slowdown, with a BPM pretty low, and this one makes it even cooler.
Yeah.
But now look at this transition. This is still Motohiro Kawashima. This transition into Ingarasen. Listen. Fuck yeah. Look at Ingarasen. Because it keeps a vibe of expander. It keeps a vibe of expander. And now you can even see the freaking Dr. Dam being the DJ. The sound is fucking cool. Just listen to this.
I can't see the video.
It goes hard. It goes hard. Here, Ingarasen sounds so hard. It really sounds really hard. Because it sounds powerful. It sounds so. I mean, it has a very, very, very strong vibe. And it feels so well in that mix, in that flow from a little bit quiet. From the Streets of Rage 2 soundtrack, which puts the hardest song, which is Expander, into one of the most strong vibes of Streets of Rage 3. And for the club, this music is perfect. I don't know what you guys think. It's the sound is powerful.
I think so, yeah.
It's powerful. Simply powerful.
Yeah, it was great seeing him and Motohiro and Cali like this.
Yeah.
Like he played Shinobi, he played a few other of his tracks and stuff as well, and yeah, it was really pumping in
Yeah.
there. He played some of the Street Race 2 tracks, and I'm like, man, it sounds so much better in a club.
Yeah, this is the thing, that it fits excellent the club scene. And this is what I mean, that a lot of the tracks from this from Streets of Rage 3 were so ahead of its time. Because this sound didn't exist in 1994 was, right, when Streets of Rage 4, when Streets of Rage 3 was released. No, I
Did you
didn't.
listen to the 2002 DJ set?
Streets of Rage 3. Streets of Rage 3 was released in 94, if I remember correctly, or 93. Or what year was it then?
What year? For
Streets of Rage 3.
I think it was 94.
It was 94, right? So this is what I
Yeah.
mean. The sound of the sound of this game was, I mean, you could never hear anything like this. I mean, even from Expander, you could never hear anything like that at that time. And then this kind of music hit so hard in 1998, 1999. This is what I said. Motohiro Kawashima was already exploring. For example, look at all these variations.
I think that's why I liked it so much, because about the time I got introduced into the series, like,
yeah, the music was familiar. You were already familiar with the sound.
Yeah, it was like early 2000s when I first played Street 3. So
Yeah.
I'd already heard music like that, and I was already into it.
No, but I was like, wow. I mean, because I also like a lot of electronic music. And then it comes this one, the sound of Crazy Train. I love how he raises the BPM to the maximum. The sound is so frantic. It really goes into Crazy Train. It's crazy, it's frantic, it's powerful. I mean, and then you're facing this motherfucker, which is Jet 3, which is one of the hardest bosses ever. It hits hard. It's a great track. I don't know what you guys think, but I still believe it's a friggin' gem.
What I like about I actually really liked about the remake.
The remix
Crazy
is
Train.
fantastic.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, this is the embodiment of Crazy Train.
Yeah.
And we're on a train.
And actually, that was even cooler. That stage in particular was. Look at the people. They even got frantic with the track.
You know what's funny about like Crazy Train?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you remember this, but back when remake was still in development, they were trying to name it Jet. And I kept telling them, like, no, it's Crazy Train. And
Yeah,
like,
it's
no,
Crazy
his
Train.
name's Jet.
Yeah.
And they kept saying, like, no, his name is Jet because it's based on Jet. I'm like, no, it's Crazy Train.
It's Crazy Train.
On the soundtrack. Crazy Train.
Respect, yeah, respect please the name.
Because they're like, no, you're just saying that because it's on the train, on the train level. I'm like, no. It's literally on the soundtrack. It says Crazy Train.
Yeah, the name, the original name of this bit is Crazy Train.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a fantastic.
You work with like the remake team.
I didn't work with them. We were all on the board.
Yeah, we were just on the forums. And then here comes the other soundtrack. But anyways, now let's get you Motohiro Kawashima Expander. Expander Red Bull mix. I have him on, of course I have in some media, but yeah, this is the one I'm talking about. Let me find the playlist. They even put it in a commercial, in the commercial of them, and they put them how they were producing this track. It was sex. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to this.
I'm trying to remember if I ever put up my my video of this.
I guess you didn't. All right, so let's see the cover of the cover of Disturbance, The Sickness. I swear looks like Street Racer Jet. Kinda, yeah, kinda. And then that's bizarre. That's when you know the train, but the building general was said. All right, so let's check out. This is Expander, the newest Motohiro Kawashima mix. Something you will never hear anywhere else yet.
My favorite mix. I have to find my videos. I don't know if I got recorded this one, but I know I recorded some stuff when I was up there.
But listen, I like how it starts slow with a lower BPM. but it's still keeping certain elements of the original. And there it comes.
Yeah, this is definitely what I meant when I was like, yeah, this would be great for dynamic music.
Yes, like starting in a more quiet area that suddenly will goes crazy mad. That would be freaking cool. And then it start to catch up with the BPM. And here it comes. Start to getting slightly faster. It's getting faster. Catching up. There you go. There you go, baby. There it is, baby. Sexy as well. And it has new instruments, a new style. Sounds so good.
Yeah, it brings back memory.
Man, I would be ecstatic if I would be in the concert. That you were able to see him in Cali, man. I envy you. This is what I mean. Both of them
I'm
worked.
still mad at myself because I had Motor Hero signed my hat, but I wasn't able to get Yuzo to sign it. I wasn't able to catch up with him. I'm still mad about that.
You know, and Motohiro, he's a very cool guy. You know, like he still, I mean, he puts a lot of his stuff in his social media, on Facebook and stuff. And you leave a comment or anything, he always replies. And he's a very, very nice guy. I like him a lot.
Yeah, they're very chill dude.
And he does a lot of live presentations and stuff. So yeah, he's a very nice guy. I like him a lot. Yuzo Koshiro also is also very chill. I like him he knows, of course he fucking knows he's a freaking pioneer in the game music, right? Of course he knows. Definitely he knows. Oh, that transition to boss is fantastic as well.
Yeah.
This is one of the greatest boss fights music. I don't know what you guys, I don't know you don't like it, but I love it.
Wait, which track?
This one, boss.
Yeah,
it's not expander, it's boss.
Yeah, okay, I'm hearing you now. Yeah.
And it fits.
That one. Yeah, I like that one too.
And it fits so well for the blue bar, for the Blue Island bar.
I think it was perfect for Onihime and Yasha.
Exactly, in the blue blue bar, in the Blue Island bar.
You know, I noticed that like that song played for Onihime and Yasha, who were like originally Blaze clones, but then it also played for Break.
It plays for Break.
And I'm like that had been done on purpose.
Of course they did. It's like they are the clone guys, right?
Yeah.
It's like a rival theme. That's how I see it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. They still give a very good rival vibe, or people who are fighting their own thing, right? So it goes for Break and it goes for Mona Lisa, right? I like to call them. I like to put them in a difference. I know we are the same character, but I like to put them different. You know, like I like to keep the twins. I mean the Judos from one. As Yasha and Onihime, the Blaze ones who are more Blaze clones, and Yasha and Onihime and Mona Lisa for the Streets of Rage ones. But that's me, just being crazy.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I just like to to put a little difference of who are they, but yeah, I mean they're pretty much the same girls.
Yeah, and three, they look completely different from Blaze.
Yeah, they fight differently now. I mean, I guess this is what they wanted to actually get her to be more unique. And yeah, this is a great track. I still don't know how many people cannot like it. It's freaking cool.
Did you guys see the design that they were trying to do for Streets 4 for Onihime and Yasha?
Yes, they look good.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I'm so mad it didn't make it in.
They look so good. They look so good.
I was glad Electra didn't make it in. I really dig her redesign.
I would have preferred
Yeah,
Electra over Nora as the boss. I would have
I don't
preferred.
like Diva. She's not that attractive.
Oh, no, Nora's great.
So-
No, I like Nora, and she's a little bit naughtier, and I like the idea that now she has all her simps, the Galcia mooks.
The simp singers.
Yeah, but and they call it Galcia, right? Because that's the name. If you see regular
So-
Galcia, right, it's
What I was
Galcia.
told as far as like Nora making it in over Electra, like they wanted to, like they specifically wanted to have like some kind of tribute to Ash, even though they couldn't put it in the game. So that's why they ended up putting Nora there. Cause they're like, well, I mean, Nora's an S&M queen.
Yeah.
They can make a little room with Ash's poster and all that other stuff in the background that we noticed.
Yeah, I would still have preferred. I mean, I would still have preferred also Ash. Ash is a very controversial character, right? Of course, I mean we know he's super controversial. Many people were like, "Oh my God, how dare to be," especially on this climate. But I guess also a lot of people, I mean, of the gay community will be like, you know what? Fuck it, it's cool. I mean, you can have a freaking queen there because he's a freaking queen.
You know, it's funny though. I was discussing that the other day.
Uh-huh.
Like I was talking about the fact, like I don't know if you know the game. I think it's like Grand Blue or something like that. I don't know what it's called. But like one of these, it was like one of these Arc Sys games or something like that. It looks like an Arc Sys game, but like they have a character in there that's like he's muscular, he got a beard and everything, and he identifies as she. Like,
Okay.
beard, everything, long hair and everything. I'm like, that's literally Ash. They could have designed Ash, and it would have been fine. Because everybody likes that character.
Yeah, and Grand Blue is a recent game. It's like, man, come on, get out of here. Put Ash. Ash is cool. I mean, I like him. I mean, especially at the end, it's a kind of joke-like character, but at the same time, it's like, be careful because the guy can be a freaking. I mean, he can be a monster. Right? I mean.
Yeah. It's even in his description, like, if he gets pissed off, like, you're dead.
Yeah, right. So, like, you want to piss me off that much? I'm gonna beat you silly, you little stud. Right? I think he will go freaking nuts on you. But
yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on, like, in the development of 4. Like, it just, even with Adam, for example, there was supposed to be, like, a scene where he's fighting cops and stuff, and they just kind of backed out of it because of certain stuff. And I was like, oh, man, that would have been cool. Like, I'm telling you guys, it would be cool.
I would have liked to see what would have happened from Adam's perspective because he's not really a part of the story.
Yeah. We were precisely talking about that the other day, right, Saiba? Exactly, we were exactly saying exactly that thing. It's like, hey, would have been cool to actually have a DLC based on Adam's story. Well, of course, I mean, Streets of Rage 4's Adam's story, because we have our Adam's story, and that shit is off the hook. And nobody can topple that thing. No, but besides that, it's true. I mean, it would have been even cooler to have a DLC based on the of seeing how shit is going wrong, right? Like, how he can catch up in the end, and it's like, hey, what is Adam doing here, right? I mean, like, yeah, you know, he was supposed to be out, and then no, he suddenly comes to kick asses and have another boss fight against Estelle.
I know, I would have liked to have seen that fight. Would have been so.
That could be freaking boss. That could have been freaking.
I'm wondering if they even fought, because it's like, how did she catch up with us at the train?
Yeah, helicopter. So like, where the fuck do you think you're going, right?
Yeah, I'm like, what happened, Adam? What you do? What happened?
Yeah, I was like, no, of course. I mean, it's a lady. Of course, I don't want her to give her a very hard time, even though it's a freaking big ass muscular lady who can actually whoop asses so easily, right?
Yeah. I don't know, man. She was giving him the sexy eyes in them end credits.
I like her. Yeah. In the end, yeah. I mean, I guess that's the point. I guess in those eyes, Estelle. I mean, in background. There you go. Streets of Rage for Adam's story. This is Cosmo. Yes, definitely. It could have worked. But, like, having the idea, like, yeah, is, I mean, I guess she's still one of the few idealist people, right? That they still think, the police is.
Yeah.
But yeah, even the police. I guess you can even say that the police commissioner, I mean, which is Gordon. I always call him Gordon. I don't give a shit. He's freaking Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, he is.
He
Yeah,
definitely
he
is.
looks like him.
He's and that's the name I call him. He's freaking Commissioner Gordon. And if I have to rename him in any mod or whatever, that's what's gonna be his name. He's gonna be Commissioner Gordon. Fuck it.
He's inspired by Gordon.
Call
Actually.
him Commissioner
Of course it
Rugal.
is. Of course he is. I mean, everybody can see, right? Anyone who knows, he knows his salt about Batman. He knows he's freaking
I barely
commissioner.
know anything about Batman, and even I know that.
Exactly, right?
Hey, you know what though? It is fitting considering Streets of Rage's history. I mean, we've had Blanca, we had the Predator, we had the Ultimate Warrior. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
we're bound to get Batman at some point.
Yeah, right. I mean, well, at least a reference of that, without a question. And you know what? On the content, on the design of Gordon and the way he fights, I like him. But funny enough, they don't have a dialogue or anything about that, right? It's the same design, yeah, definitely they're the same design. But I would have been like, why are you fighting? I know these heroes are trying to escape, but it's like there's a couple of hints that it's telling you that Gordon is actually dirty. What are I mean? I want to see. All right, I want to ask this question to audience. What are those hints that probably will tell you that Gordon is actually dirty? Let's see if you can get it. I mean, if you play Streets of Rage 4, what are the hints that is telling you that Gordon is actually is dirty? He's a dirty cop.
Lady got so annoyed with him that she punched him and left the police force. It says it in her bio.
Yes, of course. If Blaze is supposed to the way she lost her job is because she whooped the ass with him. That's the first one. Why did actually Blaze had to punch him? Right. That's number one. There's another one. There's another hint that Gordon actually is. Gary Oldman should be playing commissioner, right? So definitely. But there's another hint. There's another hint, people. What do you guys think? 5.
I think in Streets of Rage 1, he got bribed by Mr. X, and in 4, he got bribed by his son.
Yeah, that in the end is they say how the fuck. That's hint number 2. How the fuck Mr. Y walks in his office with nonchalantly offering money inside Gordon's office,
I was just
right?
walking, like, hey, I'm your dad's son. Do you want some more money? And then, like, Gordon was like, yeah, sure, I'll be evil again.
Number 3, and this is what many people didn't get. Have you realized what happened when you break Gordon's breakable desk?
He has money.
Exactly. Why he has so much so much money in his desk? I mean, not talking about they have one of those the big bags, and he has big bags, and he has a briefcase. So of course he's fucking dirty. The thing about this, Estelle still believes in some way the police still. I mean, she's still an idealistic people, and perhaps Gordon told her, no, they are the bad guys. You have to go and arrest them. right? And
I was making a joke about that too, because I was like, he breaks the desk and money's there, but then we take it.
I don't fuck them. I mean, the guys are rogues. I mean, in general, the
He
team.
probably told Estelle, look, they took the money, they have the money, they're the bad guys. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, they took the money. I mean, they beat the shit out of punks, and of course they do all those kind of stuff. So of course, I mean, they don't mind making a little extra side. I mean, they are not real cops anymore. I mean, except Adam. But in general, I mean, Axel, Blaze, and this new guy, they are freelance. They're civilians. Although I don't mind how could be a fucking civilian. I mean, a big Samoan guy with bionic arms like Jax could be a civilian. I mean, imagine walking on the street. Yeah, I have metal arms. Oh my god, right? But it's
I
still.
think the argument could be made too that like with Adam, like maybe he was trying to reason with Estelle, and Estelle just fucking refused to hear him
Yeah, of
out.
course, being overzealous. I mean, yeah, Estelle comes to me like an overzealous cop. I mean, like phones for justice and whatnot. But I mean, very overzealous and so sticks things as a black and white, right? So probably that's the reason. Perhaps Adam is like, no. They're actually the good guys. No, they're breaking the rules. No, you are the good guys. Like, no. You have to see.
Also, you notice like Adam doesn't actually show up in the cutscenes or anything until like stage. What was it? Stage 10.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, not even stage 10. It was stage 11. He doesn't even show up till like stage 11.
Right.
You don't see him again in the credits.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Like
I guess.
he pops in, like you see him in the stage 11 when they're like when the elevator's descending after you defeat DJ Kishiro.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's assumed that he's at least around at stage 9 or stage 10 maybe.
Right. So perhaps.
It could be made the argument that like maybe at that point he actually did convince Estelle, and that's why Estelle helped him when they were rescuing Max.
I do believe so. Yeah, of course. I mean, they start to see that. And this nothing is as black or white. I'm probably Gordon. I mean, because in the end, she gets help from Gordon again. In the train when she tried to stop them before. I mean, at the top of the subway. It's very.
I think the reason why Estelle was like so attached to the police department and refused to change her mind is because.
Yeah, I mean, in that battle, she was still like, "Yes, you guys are fugitives. I have to arrest them, right?"
I was thinking like Syndicate and the police department would have a relationship similar to Ultor and the police in Saints Row 2.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Oh, a man of culture. Yes. As somebody who knows Saints Row 2, fuck yes. A man of culture. Mad respect, man. Yes, precisely. But yeah, I believe that's perhaps the situation why, I mean, there's still very corrupt people inside the police office, including Gordon. We can see the guy, he's actually dirty. And, I mean, but in the end, I mean, I guess when things start to pop out, probably the commissioner gets demoted and probably still gets the either be commissioner herself or something. I mean, because in the end, this is supposed to be cleaning up the shit that the white twins did. I don't know what it could be the outcome, but we will have to see if they have to do something about it.
Another theory I have is that Estelle probably just didn't want to lose her job because she's going against the
protocol. They went against protocol.
Corrupt.
That could be another theory, right? But in general, I love Estelle. Actually, was one of the best additions, and I guess everybody knew in the moment that we fought her, and she has a very, very specific fight. I mean, her fighting style was very unorthodox. I mean, very complete on those ways. Everybody knew in some ways that we have to have her playable, right? I don't know if you guys remember how much we gotta get in social media saying, "Yeah, guys, you have to make Estelle playable. She's so cool," and she was.
I don't really care for her moveset though, but as a character, I think she is good.
I know her moveset's still good. I mean, she feels like a like a tough ass brawler, and I like that one because in general, if you see how the way they always portray heroines or stuff in beat 'em ups or fighting games, they make it always super sexy or very sassy. Like Blaze or other ones, right? I mean, they don't give them some of these women are actually can be sometimes very masculine. Like they. I mean, the way they behave, like, I mean, you see how a police woman actually is. I mean, they're butchy. I mean, the way they fight, they're not so, they don't have any finesse. They will go and whoop the fucking your ass like if there's no crazy, right? So, I like the concept of stealth to be an actually tough woman, soldier-like, badass, and cool. I mean, while still
Yeah, she's
keeping
like the hot G.I. Jane.
Yeah, no,
There was
exactly.
couple of like little bit trivia about Estelle.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you guys know this about Estelle, but she's actually based on a cop that the artist saw in his apartment complex.
Really?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Also, her moveset is kind of a mixture of Vanessa from Virtual Fighter 4.
Uh-huh. Vanessa Lewis. Uh-huh.
And then like some of the grenade stuff is like reference from the Punisher.
Yeah.
Even her like her grab or the side switch grab is kind of a Final Fight 3
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yes, Lucia's. True. And that's freaking cool. And this is what I like it that we needed a heroine. I mean, a hero or a playable character that should actually represent a little bit more a different and yet more realistic approach of how women in the force would actually be.
Yeah, I really like her character. Like,
Yeah.
I've been getting used to her moveset too, because I like characters like Axel and Estelle. Like they're a bit slow, but they're like powerful.
More brawler
Not too
based.
hard to learn.
Yeah, more
Very
brawler
fun
based.
characters.
Yeah, they have a sense more brawler, more boom, more in your face style. Yeah, without a question, that's that's something that I also dig. And this is what I like. It also it gives a lot of variety, and actually that's gonna be. I don't want to spoil you, but yeah, I'm gonna spoil you anyway because it's gonna be my next spoil is gonna be who are your favorite unique Streets of Rage 4 characters, because I'm going the original one, Streets of Rage 1 and 2, which is Axel, Blaze, Adam, Max, and Skate. I couldn't add more because the polls in YouTube you only can get 5 options. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna be separating them by series, right? Then it was Streets of Rage 3, which was Dr. Sam Gilbert, Shiba, Rue, and Ash, right? And then I just made Remake, which also we have very cool characters. We have X, we have L, we have Rudra, and we have Shiba too, which is a unique character. And so far it seems that it's been more popular. Still. Excuse me?
Alright.
Okay.
One second, guys.
Alright, cool. And so now that I've finished Street and then Street 1, 2, 3 and Remake, I'm gonna make Streets of Rage 4, which is gonna be who are your favorite Streets of Rage 4 characters, including, of course, Estelle. So yeah. But yeah, I would call it a quits by now. We're gonna be adding more details. But yeah, what do you think of the shop? It looks cool, right? It looks CPS 1 based, right? What do you guys think?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, of course, gonna put something on the signs. Of course, they'll put the dilapidated shit and stuff. And then they're gonna make the entrance. It's gonna be the gift shop, blah, 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 blah. But I wanted to change...
I think it looks good.
I wanted to change this color because, I mean, you see the Ninja Warriors arcade, I mean, the coloring is completely different. So, but of course, I mean, pixel art is still pixel art. If you get the right palette of CPS one,
Yeah.
and then just put the colors on the stuff, I guess. Yeah, I can guess. But
Wait, so does this game have alternate paths? It's like an alternate pathway.
yeah.
Oh.
Romeo is very. I mean, he got a lot of inspiration. I mean, all the things we've been working together, and he can do very cool custom stages and stuff. And then I got a lot of this inspiration by the Warriors, or the Warriors, of course. I mean, you can see Coney Island based on 70s, right? But yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta play that project. I think I have a demo of it.
Man, the Warrior. If you guys now haven't played the Warriors PS2 game, you better do. You better do, guys. Try to find on an emulator of PS2. Go and play the heck out of it. It's sexy. It's the pair of the movie. I mean, you play the movie bit, the movie bit, and then you have the oldest prequel of what's going on, how they got invited, and it's great. It's one of the greatest beat 'em ups on the PS2 era. And yeah, I forgot to mention it beforehand, but yeah, the Warriors is without a question one of the best beat 'em ups in that time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yes.
That was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, and because he has the music, he has the vibes. I don't think it's gonna be possible to make a remaster. I believe because probably they have an issue with licensing, because even the characters have the facial likeness of the actors. Everyone, right? I mean, you have the music. The music is also licensed from the movie. I would have loved to see a remaster, a proper remaster of that game, and keeping the gameplay untouched. Man, would have been sexy. But seeing how Rockstar Games have started to drop the ball, especially when they saw that dirty ass shit called Definitive Edition of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. That was shit. That was totally shit. Right. Alrighty, guys. I'm kind of tiring here, and we got a very big upgrade.
I need to rest and work tomorrow myself.
Yeah. So the next bit, and it's gonna be close, and it's gonna be the carnival entrance. So yeah, I'm gonna make something cool there, and just put more details on the shop. I mean on the gift shop and stuff. But anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in. To Cosmo, thank you so much. Dan, Herbie, Rainy, Cyber, thank you all for coming in, tuning in, and come to chill with me with this little Christmas special. I hope it's not the last time we can do a little live chat while I am working on some stage designing. Thank you guys also for you guys for
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all of you. Thank you of you guys gonna be watching the re-recording. To all of you, thank you for tuning in. Please remember, if you're not subscribed, you're not gonna put the same blah blah blah. Please like, subscribe, and share, whatever. Just to spread some love for the beat 'em up and stuff. And please stay tuned, because we continue doing more awesome stuff in beat 'em ups and any other good things. Take it easy, guys, and I hope I see you before this year is over. Thank you, all of you guys. Have a good night. Bye.
All right, have a good one.